costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from Doris Burke from around the sideline. Here's Big Red. He's covered by Thompson. Dudley dishes to Griffin. Outside Collison. Turkoglu. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Expanding his range. And the basket is good. And one thing I was going to mention tonight was to see if either of them.
He's a gym rat, wants to be a great player, not interested in glamour and celebrity. He wants the ball.
I like the fact he lives on a tight budget. And you know what Steve was talking about is he's got some pretty good genes, pretty good bloodlines.
DNA isn't bad at all with Michael being the dad.
Here's Big Red, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Big Red's got 6. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Jamison. It's good from long range. Jamison's got 11 in the second half. And Clark, as you said with the Warriors, they were 9-7 against the rest of the Pacific Division. Did very well against the Clippers, but had some struggles with the other teams that kept them from closing, Steve, the gap to the top.
Well, for a long time, remember, they were right on the heels of the Clippers in the division race, but they fell into a little bit of a slump.
Hasn't been as successful for him as the first. He's having difficulty getting it to fall.
Picked by Griffin to the paint to take the lead. Count it, and the foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside. They're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball.
Clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
Jamison inside. It's in!
That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge!
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
Right side Curry. Back to Bogut. Iguodala outside. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Curry. It's Crawford on the run. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
And nobody wants to...
The team really had to earn that win tonight. How did it feel there at the end with the outcome still in question?
It was a tight game there at the end, man, that's for sure. These are the kind of situations you prepare for, though, and it's a testament to this team that we were able to pull out the W. Not every win is going to come easy, and this was just one of those that, you have to work a little harder for. No harm in that. This is the kind of game that can really make a difference come playoff time.
Coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys will be watching.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Beverly dishes to Brewer. Stolen. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Collison off the pick from Griffin. Passes it to Big Red. There's the three. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Big Red's got himself along with James Harden, and it's Caspi in at the small forward.
Well, you know, prior to last season, there were several teams that considered trading for James Harden. There was a question, though, over how much they were prepared to give up, and some question if he could be the first option on the team. That question's been answered.
Here's Big Red, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So for the Rockets, Matt Barnes is checked in for Jamison. Clippers trail by 8. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Griffin passes to Big Red. Griffin a screen on Lynn. Here's Big Red, defended by Lynn. Big Red. Good! Big Red's got 7 points in the game. I think Steve nailed it moments ago.
Compared to last season.
Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Reddick passes to Big Red. Drills the three-pointer. Big Red's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you've got the sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Griffin is out there with Antoine Jamison. And it's Big Red in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit.
Lead by 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Takes a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but you know, one thing that
and that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
So we see the Rockets get the win here.
A lot of us here in the media were surprised at the team's performance tonight after that huge win in the previous game. Any thoughts as to where all the momentum went?
Nah, none at all. That's just not something I think about. Tonight's game is already out of my head, and you're talking about the one before? I can't live in the past like that. As soon as one game is done, it's time to think about the next one. There's no value in dwelling on the past. It's all about the future and what's to come. That's just how I am, and that's how I'll always be.